Yes, I do, and we assign kids basically based on where they live, based on where their families choose to live. About 18 months ago, we adopted a new student attendance zone, or student attendance policy. And it's based in large part on keeping communities together and on keeping students close to home. And it doesn't guarantee that it's going to be the school that's the closest or even the second or sometimes the third closest, but it's going to keep kids close to home. And I am very comfortable with that. I think where we as a board need to put our focus is on the resources that go into those schools. And that's where I think weighted student staffing works. That's where I think that strategic staffing and other models work. And I would look at Wake County. We compare ourselves to Wake County, which is now larger than us. Wake has a very different model. Their student assignment plan is based in large part on economics, which basically follows race. And when you compare our student cohorts to Wake's, we top them. Our white students top their scores, our African American scores top theirs, our Hispanic scores top theirs, and our economically disadvantaged student scores top Wake. So when I compare their student assignment plan to ours, we're performing better. But once again, I believe it goes back to how you use your resources. And if that means, down my way, Community House Middle School, where my kids go to school, barely get $4,000 per student. It's like something like $4,012. The average in CMS is closer to $8,500. They're getting half. I'm comfortable with that because those students are performing. They have support at home that helps them be successful. I wish every student in CMS had the type of support that those kids have, because that means we could cut our budget in half. But every student in CMS does not have that type of support. And so if that means through Title I schools, the way the student staffing, through strategic staffing or other initiatives, we have to provide those additional resources, I am comfortable doing that. The whole Project Lift, I'm very supportive of that. That is something that's outside of CMS, but it's a partnership with CMS to offer other support services. I am excited about that partnership. Because they're going to do some things that we can't do. They're going to provide some services that we can't provide. But what I want to know in 5 years is what works and what doesn't work. And if we have some things that fail or don't work, I'm comfortable with that. We've at least tried it. But I want to make sure those things that do work, can we find other partners and expand that to the other schools in CMS?